Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Basketball Wives LA Season 3 Episode 9 review. Show starts off with Drea's meeting up with Malaysia to tell her what went down when her and Orlando confronted Jackie and Chantel, and she's saying how her intention was to go there to prove Chantel was a liar. That yes, you did go out there and try to get with my man, he didn't want to get with you, and he passed you off to somebody else. And Drea, she comes to the realization that, she's done with Jackie. After the way Jackie acted, that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And Drea's like, you know what? I'm done with Jackie. I can't do it no more for my peace of mind and me not going to jail. Well, she didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing. Like, she's in her mind, she's like, she's just done. She's not going to let that get to her no more. And she's just done. She's like, I can't do it no more. She's like, she told me, like, as soon as we get there, Chantel had this look of, oh my goodness, I've been caught. She had that look on her face. And immediately she goes to trying to take off her earrings, the, international sign of, okay, we fit to fight, but no fight happened. Her and Jackie was trying to overtalk Orlando and Drea, so as Chantel wouldn't be painted in the bad light. You know how they did? Yes. So she's telling her what went down, and Malay's like, okay. Oh my goodness. She's like, she doesn't even sound surprised because this is Jackie's character. Jackie showed us this for the last 3 years, and I don't see why anybody is still surprised. So the ladies, they've made it to France. Well, they made it to Paris. Well, it's in France. But anyway, they've made it to Paris, and they're getting their luggage, and they're in their car, and it's like, okay, we're missing somebody. Where's Drea? Jackie's just like, oh, we're just missing one person. It's not the same. Oh. And Malaysia's looking like, now you acting stupid. Sunday in her confession was like, if Drea was a true friend, and she would have been here for Jackie. This is very important to Jackie, her not being here. But the way that Jackie, the last time they seen each other, a fight almost happened. There was arguing going on, cussing back and forth. Of course, Drea wasn't going to come to support Jackie because she's like, right now, she's done with Jackie. They don't know it, but Malaysia does. She's done with Jackie. She's not going to go to Paris, even though this is a free trip. And, it wasn't like them people that who's going to be making Jackie's cognac. They may have said, okay, you come to friends and invite your friends. But this is VH1. This is a trip they go to every year. So it's not like these people from Cognac. It's like, Jackie, we so wanting you to come and, do a Cognac with us that we're going to fly you and your homegirls out here. No, this is a trip that they go to every year. It just so happens that, the Cognac people brought it up and none of the other girls. So Jackie's like, oh yeah, I wish she was here. And Malay's like, yeah, you know what, Drea ain't coming. What happened between y'all last time? Drea ain't coming. She was like, let me just cut it out, y'all. I ain't gonna sit there and like, oh, I wish Drea was here. She wished Drea was here, but she's like, Drea's not coming, flat out. And Sunday felt some type of way, like, why didn't you just say nothing? She's like, well, I said it now, so hush. Malay's just like, let's cut to this chase, Jackie. You didn't want Drea to come here in the first place. Y'all fought right before she came, and she didn't come. Every time you have some type of event to happen, y'all two fight. And Malaysia, she's starting to come to the conclusion that this is what Jackie does because she doesn't want Drea there. She'll have an event coming, and right before said event, her and Drea will get into it, knowing Drea won't come. And Malaysia just let her know that, yeah, I don't think you wanted her to come in the first place. And that fight was your perfect opportunity, so you can have her no, Drea's not coming this time. Well, not so much as Drea's not coming this way, but the way y'all fought, Drea would not want to come. And I was like, that does make sense. Like, that first season 1, like when her and Doug was getting married, I think it was in Vegas, her and Drea got into a fight about something. Then, second season, I forgot what happened, but her and Drea got into a fight right before her event. And now this season, when she had her little, what was it? I don't even, that event she had where everything went wrong. She came to Drea the wrong way about her man right before that event. So Jack's like, oh my goodness, that does happen. I wasn't expecting anybody to catch on to that, but oh yeah, that did happen. Oh, I'm so, I just really wish Dre was here right now so we can just all get together and relax and just hold hands and kumbaya. And Malaysia look like her. You need to tell this to somebody who hasn't known you for the last 3 years. Okay. So now it's like 2 different groups. Malaysia and Brandy, they off to themselves having a good time. No drama. Jackie, Cindy, and British are off by themselves having a good time. Malaysia and Brandy, they wanted to go to this big old fence where it's like you can buy a lock and chain. You put the lock on the fence and throw your key into the water. Well, they was like, okay, we want to do that. They wanted to, one for their husbands, I believe it was, and one for their friendship. So they throw it over there. They're having a good time. Meanwhile, Jackie, Cindy, and British, they rolling by on the boat. And it's like, oh, look up here. There's Malaysia and Brandy. So they get to waving. Hey, y'all. And Malaysia and Brandy's like, oh, here they come. So they like waved and then, flipped in the bird all at the same time. Malaysia was waving and flipping the bird at the same time. I was like, what is that all about? What's going on? And then, like, okay, it's cold. Let's go outside. And for whatever reason, Cindy believes they was being stalked. Like, really, to me, a stalker is somebody who's probably know every move. They done went so far as to find out where you're going to be at every moment of the day so they can follow you. Malaysia and Brandy just happened to be on that doggone same area where y'all was coming by. And actually, they was there first. They was on there putting their keys up there and enjoying the scenery. Y'all happened to roll by. So there was no stalking going on. I don't know what your, what you believe stalking is, what your definition is. But stalking is when you're, to me, you going out your way to find somebody. You follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where you can find out where they're going to be at all times. You Google searching them so you can see exactly what their house look like. You staked outside their house in a van all times of night. Now that's a stalker to me. What they was doing was standing there and y'all having to roll by. Really? Okay. And on another adventures, what's her name? Cindy, British, and Jackie, they was over there and they went to a painting class. It was a naked man. Jackie, she's over there fit to faint because, like, oh my goodness, what's Doug going to do when he sees I'm painting a naked man? British and Sunny looking at her like, what is wrong with you, Jackie? I mean, you ain't cheating. It ain't like you knew this was going to happen. Well, British knew what was going to happen, but Jackie's like, oh my goodness, I'm right by memory. He had a beard, didn't y'all? Okay. Okay, he looked like that. She is up beside herself. She don't know what she gonna do. She finna pass out. Sunday was like, okay, I'm an artiste. I do this all the time, but art is in the eye of the beholder. I'm just gonna say that. So they leave the class and have tea and like discuss. Oh, it's been so nice and everything's been doing well and this is a wonderful time in Paris. British gets it in her head, okay, I want all of us ladies to get together so we can have a nice little lunch and we can just squash all this animosity and all this tension that's going on between us. Which, good intentions, but it was going to turn out bad no matter how your heart into it was. Yeah, it wasn't going to go the way you wanted to. Jackie, she's going on about how lovely Paris is and she wants to turn to buy have a little apartment here and how they be watching House Hunters International and they want to get them an apartment here. But Brandy hit her with the same question I said. Ain't this your first time in Paris? Ain't this your first time outside of the country? So now you buying apartments in Paris. Okay, we gonna go with that if that's what you're going to believe. Okay, we're gonna go with that story. And Jack is like, okay, me and Doug, we have so much money. We can do this. We want to go to either here in Paris or other places to have us another place. And we can have clients here. We can have people rent it out. You girls can come here in Paris and we'll give you the key. Brandy's like, okay, we can go with that one. And then she's like, Brandy was like, well, you're going to have to learn how to speak French. Jack is like, we can just have someone who speaks French to come translate for us. She's getting mad, but like, me, I understood where Brandy was coming from. You can go to like, oh, this is nice, I don't have a partner here, but you gotta like be there for a little bit of time before you jump the gun and try to make that decision. Maybe Brandy should just kept her mouth shut and like let Jackie go spend her money on that and see how it goes for her. Because apparently she don't want your input on it anyways. But I understand where she was coming from. You need to like think before you act. You here for one day and you ready to drop dog on it to money on the buying apartment. Think about it first. So now Jackie, she's feeling some type of way. She's looking at Brandon like, okay, now you're trying to question my authority. And you know Jackie don't like that. She likes to be, the head honcho. She don't want nobody to question her authority on what she's doing with anything, whether it's looking to her left. She doesn't want nobody to correct her on the way to look to the left. So, yeah. The subject of friendship came up. Jackie asked Malaysia, are we friends? And she heard that, yeah, we're friends, but I'm more friends with Drea and Brandy. Me and Drea, we can talk on the phone. We can be out together. We can be out together with other people, and there is no drama, there's no animosity that's between us. You, on the other hand, Jackie, when we can talk on the phone and it's fine, but when you get together with other people, i.e. Cindy, you're different. You're a whole different person. It's like you're trying to be all big and bad in front of Cindy. She's always being big and bad, but she's over the top when she with Cindy. I guess she's trying to show her authority to show Cindy she is somebody. She is that woman. And Malaysia's like, I'm not really here for that. I just want you to be who you are all the time. Yes, if I was dying today, I would call Brandy. 1, because I've known her longer, and 2, because I know she would be there for me. And she said it without saying, but I'm thinking she's saying she wouldn't make it about herself. Jackie has a tendency to do that. Whatever is happening, she'll have a way to bring it subject to her, not the person in need. So now Brandy is confronting Jackie about being an instigator. She's like, you know what, you were an instigator, Jackie. I held my tongue for so long, but I can't hold it no more. You were an instigator. She's like, how? Okay, when we was in, Palm Springs. Cindy didn't hear what Drea said. You took it upon yourself to say that to start some drama. You're always saying something to get stuff going. And Jackie's like, I'm so not like that. And Malaysia's like, you know what? I've had it. Jackie, I see you for who you are right now, and I don't like it. I don't want to be associated with you no more. We're not friends no more, basically. She turns to Cindy and to British, and she's like, okay, I'm going to let y'all know this and let y'all know this now. Jackie has a way of planting seeds in people. I'm looking like I'm talking to them. Jackie has a way of planting seeds in people's head, talking about other people to get other people mad at other people while she sits back and watch the commotion going on. I'm letting y'all know now, you are me and Drea 2 years ago. I'm suggesting y'all now, watch our back. Which I thought was good advice. Y'all, it wasn't like she told them the first time they met Jackie. They've had time to meet Jackie and decipher themselves. She just letting them know, I'm warning you now. You gonna be in my seat 3 years from now. So, you've been warned. Jackie, bye-bye. And she leaves. And Malaysia, she's the kind of person, she wants everybody to get along, but she's got to the point where she realized that Jackie's not going to change. She didn't change after season 1. She didn't change after season 2. So now she's like, I'm just through. My hands are washed of you, Jackie Christie. Basically. And Jackie's sitting there looking like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Cindy don't believe what, what Malaysia was saying, but she's going to find out sooner or later how Jackie really is, just like everybody else did. So I wish y'all good luck. So that was basically the gist of the episode. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T, signing off. Have a good one.